sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And running with power here. Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
This one left side caught by Collins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
Now, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The throwing again is Stroud.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to know that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And Stroud now to throw.
short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. He's still on his feet.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Rashee Rice
Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Fighting his way through contact.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I grew up referring to the week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Stroud to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
He's to the 10. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Pacheco trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Once more, it's Pacheco.
And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Patrick going to change the play.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
Here's Pacheco.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Well, with If this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Try to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 10. From the gun again to Mixon. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud working out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now they'll change things up. Now Stroud. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end. As the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Again, it's Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Texans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. They'll look to throw now on first down. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
To Mixon on the check down. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Pass for 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point by Becker is on target.
Get it from me, boy. Should have been up 21, but it's all. I'm sorry,
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
First one.
And he'll be tackled just
24
shy
seconds,
of
3 timeouts. You don't like to run? Let's make him scramble. Make him scramble, boys. Make him scramble. What we want.
The Texans offense ready to go
he's
for their next
real
drive.
deep on.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if
Smart.
they decide to take a shot.
Smart.
Now the Texans will earn the first of their timeouts.
Told
As
y'all,
the
I told
clock
you
will stop with 20
to
seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud.
Oh, yeah, come here. Come here.
Incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I was there on that one. Ooh, I was there.
Receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expect
expected it and got there and popped it free.
Stroud looking to throw.
That's on me. That's on me.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
One timeout left.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here goes Stroud again.
That's a pick. Ah, that's a pick, like I said.
Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
That's a pick, like I said. Stop playing with me, boy.
A nightmare of a first half for him.
Stop playing with me, boy.
Interceptions.
I love people who pass heavy. It makes it easy.
If anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree,
Boy,
because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Actually, you. I ain't got to get this in. I got to waste the timeout. Fuck, I got to waste the
timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Oh, that's tough.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes.
That was a touchdown, too. And that was a touchdown. Oh, I can't let them get in like that, bro. Come on, man. That was a touchdown. It's all good. Whatever.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Mahomes going to change things up. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 43-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes.
I gotta stop forcing it!
On the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going. Looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set, get going. And they just got a little help from their defense.
They're down on the scoreboard, need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Play action. Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
As Stroud now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. Mixon again. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Pacheco once again. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Play action. Stroud now. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schultz. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You've got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Stroud. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. That would have been big. Would have broke our tie here in the fourth, but he couldn't stay in bounds.
And they work so hard. All practice sessions, always working out, even in pregame, trying to get your feet down in bounds. Unable to get that done on that play.
On 2nd and 10, Stroud. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's 1st and goal. Stroud working out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. There it is. 4th and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. This for the lead in the final stages. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes. That's to the sideline and incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Mahomes. Got a man here. It's Bryant. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Second and 6 coming up. It's Kelsey on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here we go, 1st and goal. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Mahomes is going to keep it. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes